Parked on a friendly corner in the Crescent City was an old yellow truck named Big Wanda. Most days, Big Wanda filled the neighborhood with her joyful crank, crank, crank. But today, the most pleasant sound in the air was a flat note on a funky trumpet played by young Maizan. Suddenly, a rare bald eagle began to squawk. Caw, caw, caw. It soared above the neighborhood, searching for food. Oh no, thought Maizan, how could I forget? Right now is my fun fishing trip. The hungry bird had reminded him that it was time to prepare for a quest of his own. Walking home in his beloved Lower Ninth Ward, Maizan waved to his bandmates who were practicing for the Big 9 second line. Hey, you guys sound great, he said. We're going fishing, and if we catch a lot, I'll save you some for your sweet mama's pot. What should I bring? He wondered aloud, approaching his home on Tennessee Street. My fishing pole, shrimp boots, and some fresh, squiggly earthworms. Ready for a great outdoor adventure, Maizan politely asked his grandmother if he could meet Uncle Turo at the bayou. Okay, baby, I'll drop you off, Granny replied. We could even swing by Mrs. Zora's to fill up your tackle box. Granny cranked up Big Wanda, which was fueled by vegetable oil, while Maizan buckled his seatbelt. On the way there, Granny made a quick stop at Mrs. Zora's community garden. Maizan packed his tackle box and gathered some sweet, juicy fruit for the journey ahead. He and Granny jumped back into the truck and a few minutes later arrived at Bayou Bienvenue Wetland Triangle. Uncle Turo was already there trying to catch enough catfish for dinner. He was a funny-talking, silver-haired man who claimed to have been born in the belly of a bullfrog. Uncle Turo, sang Maizan. Hey, my wonderful nephew, high five, the elder man said, raising his hand. They waved farewell to Granny and turned to the bayou. You know, Uncle Turo began, about 75 years ago, this bayou was filled to the gills with tupelo and cypress trees. Today, much of that land is gone. In a deep Delta blues voice, Uncle Turo began singing the only song he knew. Louisiana is losing ground. Yeah, you sing the same song every time we go fishing. Maizan repeated the alarming lyrics. Louisiana is losing ground. Storms and storms are all around. That's right, Uncle Turo replied. We're losing ground because our land has been mistreated for such a long time. These wetlands are amazing ecosystems that help protect people. In fact, healthy wetlands can reduce the speed of a strong storm, like a shield blocking a fierce sword. Wildlife love wetlands too. They use it for shelter and habitat, said Uncle Turo, pointing at the brown pelican resting on a nearby stump. Even while teaching Maizan how to cast a net and carry a tune, he never stopped sharing stories about the culture of the bayou. Folks from all over the world visit New Orleans just for a taste of our unique crab, shrimp, and crawfish. Those tasty critters can only survive in a thriving environment. So listen up. Remember these 3 words: shield, shelter, seafood. This is why the wetlands are so important. Hold on, Uncle Turo, Maison shouted. I love your stories, but there's a green monster on my hook. Taking a better look, Uncle Turo whispered, Step back, nephew. That's a gigantic gator, and he's chomping for your bait. When Maison pulled with all his might, some whopping wild teeth jumped out for a bite. What an awful surprise, cried Maison. Why do alligators eat worms? When the bayou is teeming with life, Uncle Turo taught, gators have plenty of treats. Since the wetlands have gotten smaller and smaller, they have less food to eat. Those night crawlers never had a chance. Nephew, one day soon, you and your friends must help rebuild this outdoor treasure. We're too young to save the wetlands, roared Maison. Uncle Turo shook his head. Oh, no, indeed. You are the perfect age to become a citizen first responder. For example, you could start a wetlands club and plan field trips to plant trees. Maison answered with a frown. I wouldn't know where to begin. Anything is possible, wailed the wise man. Just think about the things you love and the resources in our backyard. Well, I do love to bake from time to time, and Granny always talks about my pecan pies, Maison added with a wink. I have an idea. My friends and I will host a bake sale. We'll use the extra money to buy seeds and trees from the community garden. Don't worry, I'll be sure to teach everyone the 3 special words. Shield, that's right, shelter, and seafood. Full of pride, Uncle Turo danced with glee. I think your plan is excellent, he said. Small steps make a big difference. As the sun faded away into the foggy gray clouds, the hungry anglers hiked home. They were thrilled to share 24 fillets of catfish and grill the big catch of the day. Yum, yum, yum. I hope you're ready to enjoy all the wonders of the wetlands. The end.